Hello, I'm Kelly Fitzgerald. I want to talk about vulnerability. That seems to be something that scares a lot of people, being vulnerable, but none of us are perfect. If you think you're perfect, you may need to do some inner work. Um, being vulnerable, being authentically vulnerable, is an exercise in self compassion. It tells people around you that you know you're not perfect, and that opens up a dialogue for a deeper connection, deeper conversations. Deeper conversations and deeper connections are something that the world desperately needs right now. We should be doing more of that. So, when you meet new people, or even if you're in a conversation with people you already know, being vulnerable is really opens the dialogue for them to maybe share and be vulnerable too. Be authentically you. There's no reason for anyone to be trying to be somebody they're not, trying to be perfect when everyone knows you're not perfect. Be authentic. Be vulnerable. You know, one of my clients told me just this morning that they've recently lost a loved one. It was a very tragic situation, very unexpected. This was a young person, which is always horrifying to me. But they were in a situation where someone they did not know came up to them and started telling them about their own loss. Now, yes, that was that person being vulnerable, but were they being vulnerable because they were being vulnerable, or were they just trying to be accepted? Were they trying to butt into the conversation? Because the way the person felt was that it was kind of monopolizing the conversation. So when you're being vulnerable, try not to monopolize the conversation. I guess that's the whole point. If we're each being more authentically us, and we're all being vulnerable and realizing we all have flaws. It's okay. You're human. You're going to have flaws. There's a difference between being vulnerable and authentic and monopolizing other people's conversations, though. So just be mindful of that. When you're sharing, make sure you're not oversharing. Make sure it is timely. You don't want to, especially if it's somebody you really don't know, you don't really want to just kind of butt in and overshare. But do be vulnerable. We're not perfect. None of us are. Stop acting like you are. If we're authentic when we're meeting people, they're meeting the authentic you. Then you can create that deeper conversation, that deeper connection, that deeper relationship. If you're not being yourself when you're meeting people, they don't really know you. Don't do that to yourself. I know I say don't do that to yourself a lot, but really don't. Be authentically you. Be vulnerable. Be you. Nobody else is you. Be your flawed, quirky self. Thanks for watching. I hope this all made sense. I will see you next time. Bye.